Hey guys.
Oh my God. When you know what? I'm not even going to say that anymore. I'm not going to be like, oh my God, how much worse can it get? I'm just not going to say it.
About the world?
About the world, about wrestling, about anything. I'm just not going to say it.
I'm just going to be cursing yourself.
At this point, I'm just going to be like,
I don't even want to ask that question anymore.
I'm just going to say, yep, not even going to ask. Not even questioning it at this point because, if I say how much worse could it get, well,
you'll find out.
You'll find out. And believe me, I've been saying that twice, and guess what? It got worse. Yeah. So let's be serious for a minute because we're never serious otherwise. It's Pride Month.
Oh, yes it is.
Yeah, this is part one of our serious conversation. It's Pride Month, and there's no parades.
I feel bad because people are like coming out and stuff online, and there's just so much other crap going on that I feel like it's kind of.
They're not getting.
Not that it's not important. It is important.
No,
but
it's very important. But it's like
sucky timing. That's all.
Yeah. But yeah, it's Pride Month, and I think. Oh, sorry, guys. It's just. With everything going on, it's just, oh my God, it's so, like, it's important. Obviously, Pride Month is always important, but it's like, I hate to say it's getting overshadowed in a way, but it needed to maybe be overshadowed.
Mm-hmm. No, it does. I'm just saying I just feel bad for people that want to come have a moment. It's like not the time for that.
Well, I mean, if they feel it's their time, let them do it. But, they're not getting, like, as much good attention because
the world's burning.
The world's burning down in many ways. Rona's coming back.
Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, the cases are going up. Which, God damn it, I better have my fucking WrestleMania.
Oh, I wouldn't hold my breath about that.
Stop. Don't say that. I'm gonna cry. Also, there's riots. Which let me preface this with, if you're out there protesting, that's great. And I mean, it's been kind of proven that the riots are more not started by the protesters.
Right.
So fuck the people starting the riots, because we all know who you are. We're not going to say it on here, but we all know who they are.
It's more than one group of people, but yeah.
Well, yeah, it's more than one group, but we all know who they are, and they're not the protesters.
No.
So we're looking at you, and we know who you are. So I don't know how everybody else doesn't know who they are, though. They're like, oh my God, the protesters are rioting, and it's like, you're going with that way. That's where you're choosing. That's no. But yeah, we stand with the protesters for sure. I know if I could walk more than half a mile and it wasn't 113 out, I would probably be out there too.
Ooh, 113.
Yeah. It's hot. And now we have a curfew, so I can't go when it gets dark.
Atlanta suspended their curfew, which shocked me.
Yeah, good for you. We used to have it till tonight. Tonight's the last night. Because, yeah.
But are people stopping? Is that why they're doing it? Because I was under the impression
like on night 2 of the curfew. But we've just But we've just been, like, there's protests, but, like, they end at, like, 7:30. So everybody could get home by 8. But, like, yeah, there hasn't been, ever since the fucking Jake Paul. Oh, my God. Like, oh, my God. The fucking idiot. was in the looting at the mall. There's been a curfew for 8 o'clock.
Fuck Jake Paul.
Fuck Jake Paul. Fuck him in the asshole with some hot pokers.
I can get over him lying and saying he wasn't doing anything. Like, really? He was filming it. No, you weren't. You didn't even have a camera.
He was filming it. There is footage.
With him holding a camera?
There's him just running around like, whoa.
I mean, I saw him holding the liquor.
There's him just running around like, like flailing and being Jake Paul. But then, like, I hate both of, like, Logan and Jake, but Logan Paul gets it. Like, he, like, went on his podcast. He's like, this is fucking ridiculous. And I'm like, why do I agree with him?
I loved when he was out there marching, though, and someone asked him why, and he's like, I don't want to be on the wrong side of this. It wasn't like, oh, this is wrong. It was, I don't want to be on the wrong side.
He's like, hey, PR told me I had to do it.
I know.
Oh, my God. Yeah. This world is going to hell in a handbasket.
Mm-hmm.
And the Cheeto. We do not support the Cheeto on this show. We're not going to go into what he's doing because y'all know. And we try not to talk politics a lot on here because, yeah. I think you all know how we lean, or which way we lean, though. Not Cheeto.
Well, no. And I think a lot of, not a lot of, but some Republicans now at this point are changing their minds about
Cheeto.
that. It's not even a Republican and Democrat thing at this point.
It's just like, are you with him or against him? And this show has long since been against the Cheeto.
Ugh.
And for very many reasons. But now it's like,
now I don't see how you can not say there's something wrong with this.
There's something very wrong.
There's video of them pushing people for him to go take that picture. Like,
they fucking pepper sprayed people in the face so he could go hold a Bible in front of a church, but he didn't go in the church.
And he had the Bible upside down and backwards, by the way.
And which in my book, that means that's a sign of being the Antichrist. So, and also he pepper sprayed the pastor of that church in the face. So
so crazy. It's so crazy. It's like
they weren't playing. They got on the fucking CNN and were like, fuck him. I'm like, yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, isn't holding a Bible upside down like some kind of...
I would think so, and backwards. You can't even see the Bible
how, like,
part. You can't even see the front of it.
Like, you know how you fly the flag upside down? That means...
Distress.
Like, is it the same way? Like, if he holds it, like, backwards and upside down, it means, like, I don't believe this shit. Like,
I
don't know. I don't fucking know. Like,
do you know what I found out?
What?
One of the women that I work with, one of her husband's best friends is a part of Anonymous.
What?
I
love Anonymous.
Apparently, they're all like huge computer geeks. Like her husband's a huge computer geek, and he's like an engineer or something. But yeah,
one of the if you go on Twitter, all the teenage girls are now calling Anonymous daddy. Which, I mean, he exposed the Epstein-Trump connection and the lawsuit of Trump diddling a 13-year-old girl and settling it out of court. Yeah.
And what about the one where the girl was afraid that she was pregnant and he threw the money down and told her to get a fucking abortion?
But hey, remember, all babies matter.
Right.
Wait, no. All pregnancies matter. Once it's born, they don't give a fuck.
It's just like, I keep seeing all these things and it's so true. Like, Trump's audience, like, why do you believe he cares about you? Like, you're the people he doesn't care about. You're not a billionaire.
No.
He doesn't like poor people. Even these middle class, and some of these people aren't middle class, but even the middle class, like, you're not on his level. He doesn't care.
Unless you make over $200,000 a year, he don't give a shit about you.
No. And he can sit there and say shit all day long. He talks about the military. He dodged the war. He draft dodged. Like
he had heel spurs, guys.
Right. Like he can talk about the military all day long, but he doesn't really care.
No. And remember, the military, they only make like $30,000 a year for going out there and risking their life for this country.
I just don't understand. Like everything he says, you honestly think like this. One of my coworkers, like she was a big Republican, like a big Trump supporter. Now she's not, and she was talking about all these things she'd read and all these things that like she had learned and stuff. And she was like, one of her friends was saying like, oh, but Trump is, pro-life and blah blah. And she said, and I told her, I said, look at all of the women he's slept with, and
you don't think there's been some abortions there?
And she was like, you honestly believe someone like that does not believe in abortion?
There's been some abortions there.
Absolutely.
There have been.
Absolutely. That he probably forced some of them.
Yeah.
If not all of them. Like, yeah. He definitely was okay with them.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't tell me he's pro-life. He's not even a good Christian. Like he's not pro-life.
No. And you know what? The people I hate are the ones who are like, but he's so good with the economy.
But even if that were true, like the rest of the country is falling apart. You need more than just an economy to function as a reputable member of this planet. Is like you need to be respected. We're not respected.
No.
Like nobody wants to fuck with us anymore. But what, like England and like Russia, of course, because they're
Canada's not even trying to fuck with us anymore.
No.
There was a rumor going around that Trudeau's going to open up Canada if Trump wins again for refugees of the United States, and I'm like, where do I sign up?
Mm-hmm.
Because Canada's looking real good right now.
It's like, yeah, money, the economy is very important, but at the same time, it's like there's a lot of other shit that's important too.
What people are failing to realize is like, yeah, the economy's good, but only for the 1%.
Right.
It's not for the whole of the country. It's
the 1% is what he cares about.
Yeah.
Those are his friends.
Yeah. That's the one who those people pay zero in taxes.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Also, Black Lives Matter. You don't like that, just don't listen to our show, please. Like, I'm sure, like, if you don't agree with that shit, you've probably already tuned out after we just read Trump the Riot Act. But, yeah, we would definitely be out there protesting because it's fucking bullshit.
And that's bullshit. Like, I love all these like analogies that people are putting up about like showing people how stupid it is to say all lives matter,
and they still don't get it.
My favorite one's about the house being on fire, though.
Literally, I've used that one
like
on people.
Like somebody's house is on fire, and someone else is standing in the yard, trying to call 911, and the person next door's house, who is not on fire, is standing in their yard.
My house matters too.
Yeah, and they're like, but your house isn't on fire. But my house matters too. Yes, but your house isn't on fire.
Like, or like the guy who broke his leg. Have you seen the one about the guy who broke his leg? He's like, I broke my leg. And he's like, well, my leg matters too. Well, it's so
people are sitting at a table at a restaurant and the waitress brings out all the plates except for the black guy's plate. And he's like, well, where's my plate? And they're like, well, our plates matter. He's like, but you have your plate.
But you have a plate.
Where's my plate? Like, yes, your plate matters.
My brother's wife saw that one, and she's Hispanic, and she's like, well, my plate's only half full, so I'm like, she's got a point. She's got a point.
Oh, and also when you have all these gang members joining forces, it's Tupac's premonition has come.
The fucking Bloods and Crips are tying bandanas. The Amish.
Oh, there's monks out there today.
The Amish are out protesting.
Like Buddhist monks.
Here's what I gotta say. Who told the Amish? Who told them?
They don't have television. They don't have internet. They don't have
the radio.
No.
So who told them? Did they just stand outside and go, that's bad?
Now we're talking about people who don't want to associate with anyone.
No. The witches have been hexing people left and right this weekend. The Christians are praying for the witches, which that has never happened.
No.
The victims of the Salem witch trials are quaking right now. Yeah. This is some weird shit we're hearing and seeing.
Have you seen all the videos of like the little old people that are in the market stuff? It's so cute.
They have signs like I'm 85 years old and I'm still marching for this. I'm like,
there was one little man that brought his ice cream truck and was his little ice cream cart and was giving out free ice cream to everybody. He's a little old man.
And then you have that poor old man who got shoved and fucking got a concussion and a brain bleed.
Yeah, if you are a white Republican and that doesn't piss you off, I don't know what. That's a white 75-year-old man
who's not a big dude.
No, and he got pushed up for nothing. I know we couldn't hear what he was saying, but he wasn't yelling.
No.
And they didn't even try to move him. They just pushed.
Yeah, the cops literally said, well, he grabbed our gun, so we pushed him away and he tripped. Yeah.
No, he did not. And you pushed him hard, and then you all walked by him.
Like the National Guard.
One guy called on his radio, and other than that, they all kept walking.
There was like the one National Guard guy who stopped.
The one cop tried to stop, and the other one told him.
Yeah, it was like, don't stop.
Like, if a old white man is laying on the street bleeding from where the police shoved him down, and you as a white Republican are not mad about that.
You as a human fucking being.
But I'm just saying these Republicans that are still defending him, like, if that doesn't piss you off, then I don't know what will.
Oh, and you know what the excuse for that is? Since, I mean, you live in Georgia and I live in Arizona, which are both conservative. Fuckers. They're like, well, that little old man shouldn't have been out there. Really?
It's a free country. I'm pretty sure he can walk.
I'm pretty sure, he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
He wasn't in the middle of a riot. He wasn't even in the middle of a group. He was by himself.
Just walking. Just walking. And then, like, I think it was in Minnesota, but she was walking home with her little girl. Like, not even in the protest, just like minding her own business, just walking home. And the little girl, 3 years old, gets pepper sprayed. And here's the excuse. She shouldn't have a kid at a protest. They weren't at the fucking protest. Like, they were just walking home. Like, they were like, oh, she got caught in the crossfire.
This isn't a war.
What?
And the way they're doing the press too, like that, you're not supposed to do that shit. The way they're knocking people down, like, no.
Oh my god, guys!
People that aren't doing anything. Okay, the one exception I will make to it is people that are fully blocking interstates. That I see a little bit. But if they're blocking some little side road downtown, or if they're on the side of the road,
well, and
like, no.
What they've been doing in Phoenix is they've been closing the roads down beforehand, so they've kind of been like corralling them in a area, corralling them enough to where they're not going out.
The only thing I see is when they're on the interstate. That's bad. I'm sorry. That is bad. I get that it makes a statement and proves a point, but that's really fucking dangerous. Like, for them, it's for them, it's dangerous. Like,
they tried that the first night of the curfew and they didn't get there until 8:00. So they just arrested like everybody. It was bad. They're like, we're going to the interstate. And the news people are like, you're going to the interstate. The cops are like, we're already at the interstate. I'm like, oh shit. That was a bad idea.
Standing on the side of like a on-ramp or off-ramp of an interstate. I don't know where it was. I think it might have been in Minnesota. Anyway, they were standing in the grass, and the cops came by and pepper sprayed them outside of their car windows. Like, just rode by and sprayed them. Like, they're not blocking the road.
That's a drive-by right there.
It was horrible.
Well, yeah, and what I'm getting really really frustrated with is like those rubber fucking bullets. They're like, oh, those don't hurt.
It's taking people's eyes.
Yeah, this guy's blind now.
And they shot that homeless guy in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Oh my God. He wasn't even a part of it either.
He's just wheeling by. Like, okay, so I will say it is a very conservative area, but it's like, there's pockets of liberals, good people. They had a little march with the kids yesterday. High schoolers, they're just marched, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's people going, where are their parents? They let them march on the sidewalk? Yes, this is a legitimate conversation I saw. They let them march on the sidewalk peacefully? Where are their parents? I'm like, is this a joke? Is this a fucking joke? Like, I saw them too, and I was like, waved and honked. I was like, yeah, good for you. But I'm just like, well, that girl right there, her parents are with her, so that's her parents. And that guy's an old guy, so I think his parents are dead. So, yeah. But it was just crazy because, like, literally, they weren't in the road. They're just walking down the sidewalk, like. But apparently, can't do that. And it makes me laugh how everybody's like, Antifa's coming. I'm like, do you know what Antifa stands for? Like, really? Do you know? And they're like, it's a terrorist organization. I'm like, so you're telling me that the Allied troops storming Normandy was Antifa storming Normandy? And they're like, no, that's the military. They were trying to get rid of Hitler. I'm like, I swear to God.
Yesterday was D-Day, by the way.
Yesterday was D-Day.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just sitting there going, okay then. Like, I guess the Allied troops were not Antifa. And they're like, they weren't terrorists. I'm like, I'm sure Hitler thought they were terrorists. Also, back then, the country was Antifa, which is anti-fascism. I don't want fascism. Do you want fascism?
No.
No. Like, does anybody else, like, everybody's freaking out about it. I'm like, does anybody else think this is very fucking strange that he says anti-fascism is a terrorist organization? Anybody else think that's weird?
Yes.
That is very strange. If you're not alarmed by that, yeah, I'm alarmed by that. Because you know, if he gets voted out in November, his ass ain't leaving. They're gonna have to drag him out.
Oh Lord.
They're gonna have to drag his ass out. He ain't gonna leave willingly. I'm telling you right now, prepare yourself, people, because you know he's gonna be like, I want to revote.
Oh yeah.
There's no way. And then finally, you know what? I hope there's 1 or 2 Secret Service agents who go rogue and just knock him out and drag him out. Like, you lost. Go home. Go home. But yeah, guys, also, the Antifa supposedly posted last Monday that they're going into rich white neighborhoods and raping and beating all the white women. Now, Twitter, I don't know if you all know this. Jen, do you know this? That when you post on Twitter, your IP address is on your tweet.
Correct.
Obviously not publicly, but behind the scenes.
Hackers can find anything.
Oh yeah, not even hackers, but Twitter has your IP address at that point. So the lovely folks, according to Trump, they're not bad people. They're not bad. We think they're fucking pitiful scumbags, but hey, the people who posted that were the we're just gonna call them the WN, who stand for WP. Racist people.
Oh.
White nationalist. I'm saying it. Fuck it. Yeah. So, yeah. Just be wary. Like, everybody who's online are like spreading fake information, and
it's just totally off topic, but well, sort of, not really. Did you know that the land on Omaha Beach where all the soldiers are buried from D-Day is actually American land? I did not know that. It says France gave it to America.
Fascinating.
It is. Sorry, it just popped up on my Twitter, and I was like, did not know that. Continue. Sorry, it's sort of related. These people were fighting assholes too, so it's okay.
Huh. Hey, remember, they're Antifa too. Because
they are technically, yes.
Technically, they're Antifa because they're fighting a fascist dictator.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not alarmed by the fact that he's saying people who are fighting a fascist dictator are terrorists, then please explain to me.
I want to go. This guy went and he said he went into the ocean he said he took a picture of his feet in the ocean there. That'd be so cool. Sorry, I'm obsessed with World War II stuff. Sorry. Continue. Go ahead.
So am I.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway,
you know, this makes my tattoo on my ribs even more fitting because I have that if we burn, you burn with us tattooed on my ribs.
Mm-hmm.
And that Katniss scene is like even more. People are using it on their TikTok videos and stuff. It's very appropriate.
It is. It is highly appropriate. We are in the age of Hunger Games now.
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
It's like, at what point, like, people are like, don't go against the government, blah, blah, but at what point, like, do you let it get to that point? Like, in those books, would you tell those people, don't go against the government? They're killing your children.
We're almost at that point.
You know what I mean? Like,
well, guess what? George Floyd's mother's son died, but, well, she's not with us, but crying for his mom.
mm-hmm.
So, yeah, they're killing people's kids.
Can you see Trump thinking the Hunger Games would be a good idea?
Oh, yeah.
I could totally
watched it one
see
night
that.
and was like, we should do that.
I could totally see that.
Yeah. Yep. I'm going to tell you right now, though. I have a really bad feeling.
Well, Anonymous says they're guaranteeing he's not going to win.
Good.
So I don't know if that means they're going to fuck with shit or what.
Or release something to make it where he doesn't win. They probably got some information on him.
Probably. But if they have to fuck with shit, fuck with it. I don't care.
For once, fucking do it. Fucking do it.
The American people will forgive you.
Listen, I have already forgiven you and you haven't even done it yet. Guys, like, I have a feeling that Anonymous has something that might take both. What if it takes both him and Biden out of the election?
That would be interesting.
That would be really interesting. Because Bernie's still in.
Oh, is he? Oh, yeah.
Bernie's still in. Huh. But also, they said what Trump could possibly do, and this is a rumor. Don't come at us if it's not true. That he would try to delay the election due to the coronavirus and the riots. But what he probably isn't thinking is that if he delays the election enough, Pence doesn't get it. They both have to leave, and guess who gets it? Nancy Pelosi. So
that would be hilarious.
Not saying
that will never happen, but that's funny.
It would be a bad thing, but
I don't really like her, to be honest.
But she wouldn't kill people.
No, she wouldn't.
Like, at this point, I'm like, I really wanted Bernie But at this point, I'll just go with somebody who's not going to kill us. You know?
Oh my goodness.
Right? Just somebody who won't kill people is where I'm looking for. Yeah. That's where I'm at right now. Like, I'm like, I don't really like her, but it's better than what we got. So, yeah. That's kind of where I'm at the moment of time. You know? Just do what I need to do. But yes, and I'll say it one more time before we move on to the obligatory wrestling conversations. Black Lives Matter. And don't come at us with that all lives matter bullshit. Because yes, all lives matter.
We know that.
But right now the black people are hurting and
we're
suffering.
White. We're white, selfish bitches. We know our lives matter.
We know where we're at. Guess what? Some people are going to be like, oh, that's racist. I gave my Hispanic sister-in-law my Karen card and said, you know what? Go talk to the fucking manager. And she's like, what? I'm like, if they got a problem, they can call me and I'll bitch them out. Go talk to the manager. Because guess what? We're not playing that game anymore. And if anybody else, person of color who wants to use my Karen card, you can take it. They can. Like, I'm just, you know, it's really nice though that all of the people who are like under 40, majority of people under 40 are saying this is fucking bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So, not to be morbid, but the idea will eventually die out.
Yeah. Hopefully. But I mean, look how long it's been. It hadn't died out.
Because there's some assholes who
saying that, you know, in the 60s.
Go with what their parents tell them. But I think the difference now is like the internet's here.
But you know what? I was raised, I'm from the South, okay?
From the South.
Like, I was raised around racists my entire life. Like, I have relatives who say the N-word. I don't really hear them say much anymore, but who have said it my entire life in front around me. Who I've been told, and I will call my parents out for this, they are good people, but I was told to never bring home a black man, ever. That I better not ever be with a black man. I was told that, right? Yep. And I don't think my parents are horrible people, but that's how they were raised, and that's what they pushed onto me. Don't you ever do that. You know, don't, and I heard the N-word my whole life, but I still, even before the internet and everything, like, I remember as a kid telling my mom and dad, you know, that if someone said that word, which I'm pretty sure my parents have probably said that word before, that was wrong. Like, even then I knew that was wrong, even though that was all I heard. And so these people that said that's all they heard, no, you go to school, you go around other people. It's not, it may be the majority, like, it is all I heard at home. And I mean, around my family and stuff, it is all I heard.
Well, and they're like, oh, well, I'm not going to use you because obviously you're different, but people who are like, that's all I grew up hearing. You aren't born a racist.
No.
People aren't born a racist. You're made that way.
But you can grow up hearing it like I did. And
it's the choice that you make to either follow that mindset or not follow the mindset. That is a choice you make. So I don't want to hear this, well, I was born in the South and that's all I heard. So I'm just going to say it because that's all I heard.
No. Now I will say this, and I'm just being completely honest. When I was younger, especially, did I have thoughts like that because of what I had been told my whole life? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Have I ever crossed the street, especially when I was younger, because there was a black man? Yes. I'm embarrassed of that, but it's what I did because that was what I was heard all the time.
Yeah.
But I've never said the N-word in my life.
No.
Never.
That's like that and the F word for gay. I get extremely uncomfortable. Like, extremely.
I have never, ever said that. I would never, even as a kid, I would never have thought to say that, especially to someone's face. Never. And I was raised around it my whole life. But did it affect me somewhat? Yes, because like I said, I have, especially when I was younger, went the other way. I have done that, and that's embarrassing, but it's just the truth. I don't do that anymore.
No, I think what it is when you're younger, like, parents and people in the community pass those prejudices on to children. But then
I think sometimes you don't even realize you're doing it.
Yeah, just because, your whole life you've probably heard, oh, well, they're going to do this, this, and this to you, and you're not safe. Like, I realized when I was probably 15 that my entire life, like my whole life, and I was very, like, retrospective about it, my entire life, as long as I can remember, the people who have been rude, mean, assholes, violent, creepy, stalkers, all that shit, they aren't people of color.
Yeah.
Like, and even now, looking back at my life, anybody who's ever done anything like either sexual harassment, sexual assault, like, because, yeah, I fucking had 2 guys get me drunk and take advantage. Guess what? They were white men with privilege. Like, a lot of privilege. So, just food for thought.
I think too, I grew up not in the city. Like, I don't remember. I'm going to look, like, in my yearbooks when I go back to my parents' house again and look, but I don't remember there being any black kids in my elementary school. There might have been, but I don't think there was. So I don't think I even went to school. Even I don't think anybody that wasn't white, except maybe like a couple Hispanic kids, maybe. Like, I don't think there was anybody of color really in my elementary school. I grew up in the middle of nowhere in Georgia, like in the country. Like, I don't remember that. And then when I got older and when I learned to drive, I wanted to go to Atlanta, and my parents pitched a big fit about that. Why do you think they were so afraid of Atlanta?
African Americans.
Did that stop me? No, I went to Atlanta. I remember, what's so funny is, like, when I first started going to concerts and everything, I felt more worried, and this is the honest truth. When I would go to country music concerts, I was more afraid, and this was just thinking back on it, I was more afraid of a white dude touching me at a country concert than I ever was when I went to a rap concert and it was all black people. Me and my friend here, we went with 2 little white girls, right? We went to several different rap concerts, and we were one of the few white people there. I never felt, nobody ever said, what are these white girls doing here? Nobody ever, bothered us. Nothing. I have felt way more threatened at a concert with a bunch of white boys. And that's just the truth. I'm not saying that to try to make some kind of point. It's just the truth. Like,
I will say, like, on my 18th birthday, I was at a concert, majority not on, and guys, we're not trying to make it a race thing, because again, like, yeah, we're not trying to make it a race thing, but I think it needs to be brought up that I'm at this concert, just turned 18, and this guy just starts touching me. Well, I knocked shit out of him. Guess who he was, though? Not Hispanic, not Asian, not black. He was a fucking white dude, 20 years old, who was just like, I'm at a concert, I could do it anyway.
And I think that's the point right there, that most black boys or anybody of color, any man of color, knows they can't do that. No. Because they don't have the privilege. That's the point. They know they don't have the privilege of a white boy. A white boy does that. What are they going to do? Stop doing that.
Hey, Brock Turner raped a girl behind a dumpster and got 3 months because he was a good boy on the swim team. Now, if a black person or a Hispanic person did it, they'd still be in prison.
As they should. As should a white person.
They should.
As should a white person.
Like, if you're gonna rape somebody, you gotta go to prison. I don't want to hear this. Well, he comes from a good family, and he's on the swim team, and we can't ruin his life.
Good families don't mean shit.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you're a good family, bad family. It's all about the individual person.
Like,
and they don't get to pay off what they want. They don't get to buy off because they're white. No,
and I actually saw the demographics from the year I graduated high school. There were 2% African Americans at our school. 2.
there was probably less than that at mine.
Hold on. I'm going to do a little bit math here because I know how many people were at our school. 1,600 divided by points. Times 0.00. That means 30 black kids in across all grades at a school of 1,600 kids.
That sounds about right for mine too.
Because we had 1,600.
But I was trying to think back the other day when I was in high school, if I remember obviously they were racist. I went to school with, and I'm not saying all rednecks are racist, but I went to school with a lot of rednecks, so some of them were racist. Like, I don't really remember there being any out and right, like, big, like, fights or anything as far as, like, race or anything, but I know people ran their mouths for sure.
Well, and I think in my school it was, like, non-overt racism. Like, there was one popular kid, and he was African American, and they would always make him the token black guy.
Right. Oh, yeah, we had a token black girl for sure.
Oh, yeah, they're like, that's the token black guy, and I'm like...
And she was accepted, and she was very loud and very funny, but, she probably was being like that so that they would like her. And
that's exactly how he was, too. He was like the funny guy. He's like, oh, yeah, that's him. He's the funny guy. He's the token black guy. And I'm like, what?
And I was thinking back on it, like a lot of the other, like there was a couple black guys that were kind of the same way, but a lot of them, I used to think they weren't very friendly, but I was thinking back on it after all this, maybe they were just really quiet because they just wanted to be left alone and they didn't want, people to jump all over them. It makes sense now that they thought we judged them. They thought we didn't want them there. Like, it makes sense thinking about it because a lot of them were extremely quiet and didn't really talk at all.
Yeah. Like
it's sad that your high school years have to be like that.
Yeah, I literally thought back to mine and I'm like he was always very nice and I was nice to him. Like, it wasn't, I mean, we weren't friends, but like,
right.
Everybody was nice. Like, it wasn't anything like that, but like you could tell there was like some non-overt racism though. Like, right. People were like, oh, the token black guy. And I'm like, please don't say that.
Or the black guys that play on the football team. They were always cool.
Guess what? The
basketball team. And
the one black guy was on the football and the basketball team.
Yep.
And I'm like, and he wasn't like a big dude. I'm like, how?
And they were accepted by like the rich kids, like the really like
yes
preppy kids because they played sports, so they were okay.
Yeah, and I didn't play sports.
Yeah,
I just would ditch school. So. Really, I was the bad kid.
Right.
He was the good kid.
Right.
But I wasn't bad in a way of like, oh, look at her, she's causing so much trouble. I just wouldn't go. I'm like, I don't need to go there. Like, I would always ditch this class, like my history class.
Mm-hmm.
And she got pissed. She's like, you never show up to class. And I'm like, and yet I got a 96 in this class. How about them? And she's like, what? I'm like, I'm educated without your class. Sorry. I really. And then she tried to fail me.
Because you didn't go to class?
Because I didn't go to class. Well, but I had a 96.
Part of it. You kind of have to go to class.
Guess what? I still turned in my work because I'd go in early and like slip it in before I left. So she'd have my work. I did my work. And guess what? I got out of it because my dad went to school and we were in the principal's office and I'm like, I have a 96 and I turned in all my work. That's like the best part. I'm like, I'm not missing any work in that class though. So, and they're like, well, don't skip school. We're like, we'll keep you on campus during lunch for 3 months. And then after that, you can do whatever you want. I'm like, all right, guys, don't do what I did. But
no,
I'm just saying history was a class I could skip because I'm a history buff, and I did not like the way she was teaching the class. So, there's that. Like, I'd show up for the test days, and I'd go and ace the test and just be like, all right, cool, bye. Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's my life, guys. I was a bad kid. Like, I would just, like, go home and smoke weed and... like, that's literally what I did. I'd be like, well, fuck this. I'm going home to smoke weed. Yeah. I was a bad kid. I didn't do anything bad. Like, I was not committing crimes.
But you were, to throw it back on topic, you were a white privileged kid.
I was.
If a black kid had done that, never went to class, who knows?
They'd be like, he's a thug. And I'm just like, you know what? I will say I am one, privileged, and two, I know how to work the system. And that was like two bad things for me as a teenager because I knew how to work the system and I could get out of anything I did because I was a white, privileged, basic bitch.
Yep, it's true.
But guess what? I got away with every single fucking thing.
I think that's true with white basic bitches. I really do.
I'll tell you right now, I got in fist fights with dudes at my high school and they were like, I just pinned it on my boyfriend. He's like, he did it. I didn't do it. Like, I only got caught one time, and that was 8th grade. And they're like, you can't go to the water park. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about the water park. My mom, like, little old gothic 8th grade me was like, I don't care about the water park. Fuck the water park. And they're like, you're getting in school for suspension for that. I'm like, all right, fine. My mom was pissed. She's like, I paid for the water park and you're not going to the water park? I'm like, yeah, no. I'm not going to the water park.
Oh, man. This went way off topic. Anyway.
But I'm just saying, not really, though, because it is proof that white privilege is very much a thing. Because I would not have gotten away with all the shit that I did if I was not a white basic bitch.
It's true.
Yeah. Seriously. Also now, like, when I run my mouth, that's the only reason I don't get my ass kicked. People are like, it's a little white girl. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, we give a shout out to the white girls, though, and the white boys are going and stand in front of the black people at the rallies.
I do it.
I would just be like, I'm a Christian white girl. What are you gonna do to me?
You're like, you'd be sitting there praying, and they're like,
I know.
They'd be like, we can't hit her.
I'm a middle class Christian white girl. What are you gonna do to me?
I'm a middle class Christian white girl. If you hit me, you're going to hell.
And you know what I would do? You know what I would do, though, if I were them, though? I would have my phone out, and as soon as they got close enough to me, I would read their name out loud. I would read their name off.
Yep.
So, Sergeant, Officer so-and-so, and if their badge number was showing, I would read their badge number.
I'd be like, Officer Smith of this PD, badge number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
What are you going to do? Are you going to tear gas me for standing here? I'm just pepper spray me? I'm just standing here.
Oh, I know I'd go to jail because I run my fucking mouth.
I would definitely make sure that I said their name, and if their badge number was there, I would make sure that they saw that, and I would upload it, and I would be like, look, I already uploaded this, so you can't take, if you want to take my phone, go ahead, it's already on the internet.
I'd be like, 1,685 people on Twitter know what the fuck you just did.
Yep.
Oh God, I would be bad. See, this is probably a good reason why I don't go.
I wish I could go to one. There's not one around here, though. They're all in Atlanta, which I could drive to, but...
Yeah. Phoenix, they're all downtown.
I definitely would do that.
Yeah, I would. Oh, yeah. And you know what else? I'd have my camera out and call them out as they do it. I'm like, oh, Officer Jones over there, he's over there beating some chick up. Huh. Like, and I was talking to my mom about it the other night, and she's like, I just don't understand. If I saw a cop doing that, like, we were talking about George Floyd, that instance itself, and she's like, if I saw a cop putting his knee into somebody's neck, I'd go over and stop him. I'm like, and guess what? Your ass would end up on the ground, too. And she's like, what? I'm like, yeah. They're not fucking playing anymore. They don't care.
Nope.
Like, you'd be right next to George Floyd with a knee in your neck. So I don't know what you think. She's like, these people are just standing there filming. They could have stopped it. I'm like,
I don't think so.
no.
I wish that were the case, but I don't think so.
In a perfect world, yes, that would be the case. But right now, your ass would be on the ground next to him, yelling, "I can't breathe." Yeah, you'd be, because right now they're going hog wild on everybody, not just, yeah. It's now open season, so yeah. At this point, you can't. No, you can't. So don't act like you'd have some hero complex about you that you'd go. I would, though, have my phone out going, Officer Jones, number 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Officer Smith over there is just standing there. Oh God, I would.
That's exactly what I would do for sure, because let them know that and I would make sure they knew I already uploaded this. So you can take my phone. It's already up there now.
I'd be stashing it somewhere. And if they grabbed it, I'd be like, rape! They're raping a white woman! See? That's how you get them. Because if you start yelling that they're raping a white woman,
you're touching a white woman. You're inappropriately touching a white, privileged woman.
Sir, you are touching my breast. You are touching is everybody recording the officer touching my breast? We got to get your phone. No, you don't. It's in my vagina.
Do you have a warrant, sir?
Sir, where's your
warrant? I have a warrant for my property.
And guess what? You ain't gonna get it.
Number 1, you don't know my name, sir. I'm not giving it to you. I don't get to walk around with my name on my shirt like you, because you're supposed to be protecting me.
I'd be like that girl on CNN the other day. They're like, "Ma'am, what's your name?" She's like, "Jane Doe." I'm like, Jane Doe, that's my name. Seriously, I'd probably put my phone in my underwear and then be like, try to get it. I dare you. Because, like, if they grab your boob, they could be like, oh, no, I was just searching her. And if they go in your underwear, that's fucking rape. What are they going to do? So I have an iPhone 11, so I'm going to have to situate that somewhere. Be like, sir, I got a phone and you ain't finding it. No, it is not inside my vagina. Anyway. Again, Black Lives Matter, and just support the cause. What?
That's funny.
What?
Have you seen the video of that girl that's the influencer that went and took a picture like she was helping board up a sign, and then she goes and straightens and gets back in the car? And Ice-T retweeted it and said, hurry, get a pic of me seeming to board up a window during the protest. And then he said, then she has the nerve to say Black Lives Matter on the way out, shaking my head, and somebody commented, this bitch with her pancake ass. And Dave Bautista retweeted and said, I'll bet on Instagram it's miraculously big and round as fuck.
It probably is.
That's funny.
It probably is.
That's funny.
But yeah, guys, Black Lives Matter, and support the cause. Donate to what you can. Educate yourself. If you don't have any money, just educate yourself. Stand up for people, you know.
Well, they killed a white girl with the tear gas.
She had an asthma attack.
No, actually, they're saying now, her sister's saying no, she didn't have asthma, that it just sent her into respiratory failure.
Oh! Well, I'd sue. You know, it's going to be kind of funny when all these police get sued for these people getting hurt and killed.
Like, I don't understand the need to tear gas someone in the face like I said, the only thing I understand is the interstate thing, maybe. But if they're on the sidewalk or in the middle of like a little street, like, why? Why do you need to tear gas them? You're not even trying to get them to move.
Because they don't like to hear that the people are onto them.
I'm just saying, like, you're not even, there are cameras everywhere.
They don't give a fuck at this point because you know what? They have the president on their side.
They do, but some of these cops are getting fired and getting arrested.
Good.
I'm just saying, like, it doesn't mean that every one of them is going to get away with it.
They don't give a fuck.
The real issue is going to be people are going to have to keep monitoring where these cops have been arrested and make sure they actually get convicted.
Exactly.
Like the two guys that pushed down the old man, they got arrested.
And then their 12 compadres decided to quit because they got arrested.
52, wasn't it?
52 now?
They didn't quit. They they asked to be taken off of that force, the task special whatever.
Well, then
force.
You know what I say? I say we fire some 52 fucking people then.
Mm-hmm.
Fired.
Basically, the whole task force has to be removed from it.
Fired.
Bunch of pussies. I keep bringing back the fact he's white, but like, I can see them being like that over a black person because that's what this is all about. But he's a fucking old white man, and you white people are gonna stand there and be like, "Oh no, they didn't."
All lives matter.
Yeah, exactly. Like
no.
Like if you're a racist, it's one thing, but this is one of your own, and you're just gonna be.
This is what makes me laugh is when they say that. I go, really? Well, the old guy, he's alive.
Mm-hmm. And he looks like you. He's white, like you.
I don't think his life mattered to those cops.
Nope.
So
it's ridiculous.
I mean, at this point, yeah. Anyway, let's move forward. But you all know where we stand on this. Educate yourself. Sign some petitions, donate some money, go out and march if you can. If not, expose the damn cops every time you see a video. Retweet it. Talk about it. Educate everybody around you and be safe. This is some crazy shit we're living through. All right. So this kind of has to do with what we were talking about. But Sunny.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking hate that bitch. And you're all probably like, oh, Nikki, why do you hate Sunny? Well, Jen, shall we talk about what Sunny did?
Sure.
So, Sunny, who's now her hustle is OnlyFans. Just like every other basic bitch in this economy other than us. She decided that she was going to use the current climate of the world to her detriment. Yes. So Sunny decided that she was going to let her true feelings show. And one of her tweets literally said white power.
That she deleted.
And then she deleted that. And then she said, oh, I know what to call you. It's N ... And the girl's like, oh, so you're going to call me that? And she's like, no, I was going to call you a nice girl. So, Sunny is trash. Complete trash. And then she caps off her racist tirade with saying, you know, I'm going to give any black man who wants to come to my OnlyFans, I'm going to give him a discount. No, girl, nobody wants a discount on your old, drugged out, alcoholic meat curtains.
Ew.
Nobody wants it.
Gross.
I don't want it. You know what? I would not give that to my worst fucking enemy. You know what? There's one person I'd give that to. The Cheeto. The Cheeto. Otherwise, no. I don't want your meat curtains. Tammy. Tamara. I don't want it. Jesus. Jesus. Fuck. Like, come on. Like, come on. Are you serious right now? Like, I don't know in her, like, did she just think like, oh, hey, Black Lives Matter? I'm going to go out and say everything opposite and try to get people to sign up for my OnlyFans? Like, is she just trying to court the racist market?
I don't know.
I don't know either, but nobody wants it, Sunny. No. Somebody said they actually did it when she was doing like free trials. They like signed up just to see what it looked like. They actually said they went and puked after the I'm like, oh God. And I'm just not gonna say like we're not talking about her body. I don't care if she's like 100 pounds or 300 pounds, like whatever. This is talking about her character and the fact that she's a piece of shit. She's just a piece of shit. So, fuck Sunny. We're done. And I hope WWE take her out of the Hall of Fame. Now, if you think Sunny is the only piece of shit in the wrestling community, no. Because we have Jackson Riker from the Forgotten Sons, which the Forgotten Sons will now be forgotten. He decided during all of this climate to come out and say, Donald Trump is the greatest president ever. He's amazing. Now, mind you, that was like...
what he said. Didn't he say, I'm proud to be I'm proud for him to be my president. I'm proud...
Something like that.
Something, yeah.
And this was 5 minutes after Trump tried to sick the military on its own people, which the military said, no, we're not. But that was 5 minutes after that. So you can imagine how well that went over. Not very good.
No,
not very good at all. And then the second guy, not Blake, not Wesley Blake, but the other guy, he said all lives matter. And then you have Wesley Blake, who is the only person in that group with any sort of sense. He just puts Black Lives Matter. We need to stop hurting each other. I'm like, so one of you has fucking sense, and the rest of you are done. Like, we're done. Got it. That's what we've learned. So, I mean, the only good part about this is we have realized that there's only one card that we need for 2020. And it's not Trump, Pence, and it's not Biden and whoever Biden chooses. You know who it is?
Who?
Rocky Austin 2020.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yes. That is the only card we need.
I don't know if we're going to get that.
God, if only, though. Hi, guys. It's Nikki, and we have moved to Anchor Podcast. Now, what we like about Anchor is Anchor gives us everything in one place, and it's free. You don't have to spend $15 a month on getting subpar service when you could get everything in one place for free. What I like about it too is you could actually get creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right in the app. Now, this doesn't change how your podcast is distributed. You can hear it everywhere, such as Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, and more. And it makes everything easy for monetization, even if you don't have a ton of listeners. So if you're interested, download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. So, guys, tonight we got NXT Takeover in your house.
They say the set's really cool.
That's what I've heard too.
Mm-hmm.
This is a Hunter and Sean production. Obviously. So we know it's going to be good.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited.
I am too. So let's get our predictions out of the way, shall we?
Okay.
Okay. So hold on. I'm actually going to write down our predictions for once on my phone. All right. So, first is the NXT North American... Oh, they pieced that twice. Okay, the NXT North American Championship. Finn Balor versus Damian Priest, a.k.a. Punishment Martinez.
Finn.
I'm going to go Finn. I feel like Finn hasn't gotten a lot happening lately, so. Okay. 6-woman tag match. Mia Yim, Tegan Nox, and Shotzi Blackheart, who I love, versus Candice LeRae, Dakota Kai, and Raquel Gonzalez.
I'm going to say Candice.
I'm going to go Mia. Ooh. All right. Why does it say NXT North American Championship on this card like 3 times?
I don't know, because I was sitting here thinking, who has it?
No. Okay. So the NXT North American Championship is actually Keith Lee versus Johnny Gargano.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Because it says NXT North American Championship, Mia Yim versus T. And then it's like NXT North American Championship, Finn Balor versus Damian Priest. NXT North American Championship, Keith Lee versus Johnny Gargano. I'm like,
okay, that makes sense. Because I was sitting here thinking, did it change hands? And I just didn't realize it.
I'm going to go Johnny. I have a feeling Keith Lee might be called up.
Maybe.
I'm going to go Johnny. Where are you going?
Keith.
Okay. NXT North. Oh God, this is really fun. I'm sorry. They did the card. They're like NXT North American Championship or Women's Championship. Tommaso Ciampa versus Cross. I'm like,
oh Lord.
I know that's not right.
Cross.
I'm gonna go. I know that one's not right.
No.
This is Sports Illustrated too. This isn't like. Okay. The actual NXT North American Women's Championship. Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley versus Io Shirai.
I say Io.
Fuck, me too. We're not going to have a lot of differences, I can feel. And finally, Adam Cole versus Velveteen Dream for the NXT Championship.
I'm going to say Velveteen.
I'm going Adam. Because, baby. God, did you see that video some fan made with his old song?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. I'm like, can they just get the rights for one night?
That would be nice.
Have them come out to it. Because I'd cry. I'd fucking cry.
Be good.
Can you just imagine? I'd cry.
Oh,
I would just be like, he's back. Like, what if... Go with me on this one, and I don't know if this is going to happen, but if it happens, I'm officially a psychic. What if the UE turn on him, and he comes out in a suit to that song?
That would be
with
nice.
His little glasses on. And somebody hits him really hard so he gets the lump on his head again.
That would be nice.
And I'd be like, he's back. He's back. Seriously, that would be. I'd be like, baby, you've come back. He's returned to us. Guys, I miss Bebe. I feel like he's not Bebe anymore. He's just
there.
Yeah. I want him to leave and be not leave NXT, because that was the rumor going around that he was going to go to AEW, which he signed a contract last year, so that ain't happening. But I just want him to kind of not be in the Undisputed Era anymore.
It's probably happening.
I kind of don't. Like, I love the Undisputed Era. Don't get me wrong. But as somebody who is a purist who really just loves Adam Cole, I want Adam Cole to be on his own.
Hopefully it happens.
And then he has a story time. And then we'll talk about it for hours on this show. Because we love story time with Adam Cole.
We do.
We do. But That promo will always do something to me. No matter what. Like,
driving me nuts. Stop it. Sit down. We're going to go out in just a second.
I can see that.
Jeez.
I can see that. Nice. All right, guys. I think we got to get ready for the pay-per-view then.
I do. I would need to put on some makeup or something.
You know. I mean, I'm not going to live tweet or anything like that.
Oh, I'm not either. I'm just saying I look like shit. I need to do something.
Yeah. I look dead to the world, so no. Not surprised. So one last thing. We're going to talk about podcasts that are dropping this week because the Good Brothers podcast dropped today. Go listen to it. And then on Tuesday, we got Tama's Island with Gallows.
Oh, that'll be good.
I know. And on Wednesday, we got Call Her Fucking Daddy with the infamous third roommate.
Oh. Interesting.
We got some shows coming, guys.
With some dirt.
We got some dirt. It's going to be good. We're going to have dirt on a lot of people. And then just a reminder, July 18th, sign up for the Patreon for the Good Brothers because you will hear the truth.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
About everything that happened. And some people are saying that they might spill the tea on what happened in Saudi Arabia.
No, that would be good.
I know. I'm like, please. Gallows. From a good brother to some good sister, spill the tea. Tell us. You know what? Not only on that, just tell us everything.
He might.
They actually did drop a line, though, on the last episode. They're like, they were laughing, and they're like, yeah, because, you know, we regret re-signing already. I'm like, they're going to go off.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to go off. And I, for one, am here for it. Also, Zack Ryder's pissed off because you know how he got fired?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then they called him and they said, hey, Zack, can we use your pool for the Mandy and Otis?
Oh, my God.
And he's like, you fucking fired me.
Oh, my God.
And now you want to use my pool.
Wow.
Guess what? He told him no.
Wow. That's funny.
I would just laugh and hang up the phone. I wouldn't even say no. I just like, click.
That's funny.
Bitch, no.
Gosh.
Can you imagine, like, if you got fired from your job, Jen, and they call you, they're like, hey, I know we fired you, but can I borrow your car?
That's ridiculous.
No. Like.
That's crazy.
Oh, and Rockstar Spud is back in the WWE.
Oh, yeah.
And EC3 is going to Impact. Again. But let me just tell you, that promo video they did, I lost my shit. But now I'm starting to wonder, like, did Gallows and Anderson sign with Impact?
Well, they're in that commercial, so maybe.
I know. But Spud was in the commercial, too. So I'm kind of like, did they just put up the people who got released?
As a teaser, maybe so.
Yeah. And then part of me also is wondering, is Rusev going? Because they had the Bulgarian flag in that thing.
Who knows?
Yeah. And a lot of the other chatter is people are starting to wonder what if, because they showed Gallows and Anderson in that promo, what if there is now a deal between Impact and New Japan?
That'd be interesting.
And you have a 3-way deal between Ring of Honor, Impact, and New Japan. Because if that were the case, call me fucking Nostradamus, but business just picked up if that's the case.
That would be very interesting.
Can you imagine the fucking matches? Oh my God. Like, the three of them together would definitely outpace AEW right now.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Definitely. I mean, yeah. Shit's gonna get real quick if that happens. And I, for one, want it to happen.
It might.
That also opens the door. What if they decide, like, hey, let's pull in the NWA and GCW too?
I don't think so. Let's go a little bit too
Hey,
far.
the NWA has a thing with Ring of Honor again.
I don't know.
Ring of Honor. Marty was supposed to have a second title shot against Nick Aldis, but then the virus happened. So you never know.
No.
But if, like, say, like, obviously you have the WWE, you have AEW, and then, like, 4 or 5 of the smaller companies get together, we're going to have some interesting shit happen when everything opens back up.
It's very true.
That is. All right, guys. Well, Jen needs to take the animals outside because one of them have just tried to knock over her computer.
Yeah, and I think the other one's peed in the floor in there, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, shit. And I need to go get ready because I still have to go pick up food before the pay-per-view starts, which I don't know what time this starts.
I'm saying 7, but I don't know.
But, like, they're saying the show starts at 7, but is there a pre-show? Like, I don't know.
No idea.
So I'm gonna have to find out when this starts, because I still have to go pick up dinner for people before I get to my brother's house.
No, you need to sit down because I know what you did. Sit down.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
All right, guys. Well, Jen's going to go cry in her closet.
And clean up dog piss. It's going to be great.
Or poop. You might have
Or it could be poop. I don't even know. Could be.
Yeah. Who knows? Anyway, guys, until next week, where hopefully we have more time to be crazy because, that's just what we do.
We don't have to be on our soapbox next time.
Yeah, we won't have to be on the soapbox, hopefully. And, yeah. So until next week. Bye.
Bye.